All right, okay, once again, good afternoon. And today I am going to reach you from this part of the world. My name remains Mazai Zayoba, the ground zero of Titanic. The history that remains in the memory of generations after generations after the disaster of the Titanic, one of the most, spectacular ship ever built in the northern part of Ireland. So this is the massive structure of replica of this Titanic. So as you can see here, that is the actual height of the Titanic when it was built on this ground zero. And this is the water here that goes around this structure of the Titanic. What that means is the water here has exact temperature of the Titanic water ground zero when the ship wrecked. So if you touch this water here, it has the actual temperature. So I'm gonna go a little bit around, show you how this place has become one of the most visited tourist attraction center in the world if care is not taken. This is the whole symbol. This is my second time I've come into this particular place. So this is my second time. So the first time and the second time. So this is it. The Titanic. Unlike no other, that's it. If you look at this here, you can see the number of people. I can tell you this place, according to the history now or research that I've done, it generates millions, not thousands, millions to the revenue of this country. It's history. This is one of the yards where it was built. This is the rescue ship. That one you're looking at there is the rescue ship when the Titanic came. I think it came from France or something. The backup ship that came to rescue the survivors. That is the original ship. That's it there. The original ship. So I may just decide to walk across it a little bit, so you can see this is the original ship, not the kind of fake, but the original ship that participated in the rescue of this disaster survival of this Titanic. It's called Knockmadik, okay, Knockmadik or Nomadic, that's what it's called, the name of the ship there. Look at it, this is where they leave the memory of this ship and they keep maintaining it. So it came from maybe some area that is called I don't know exactly the area before I mislead information here. So I'm gonna actually show you the actual ship, one of the ships that came to rescue the survivor on the day the Titanic wreck in the ocean of the is it southern Canada or northern Canada. So that's the real ship that went for the rescue. Look at it here. This ship here is over 100 years old as you're looking at it. This is one of the area where they built the Titanic. This is the dock where they leave the memory of this ship. So they left it the way it is and they never touched it. That's exactly a replica of this ship. So this is where they left it. If I can zoom it a little bit, this is the actual ship that came to rescue the survivors when the Titanic actually wrecked in the ocean. So this is it here. You can see the history still making. As you can see it here, a lot of things. It was built in the Northern Ireland nearly 102 or 3 years ago. So this is the actual height of the ship. So because this is sitting on top of the floor on ground here, so it looks very, very high. But once it goes into the ship, into the sea or into the ocean, then the height will reduce. Almost 15% of the height will go into the into the sea, and then the remaining will be the deckings and the second class, first class, third class, and the levels of it. So ha na-agwa ndị ebe anyị here ka ha ghọta ka obodo si hazie onwe ha. Onwe onye bịara here bịa gbatushia here. Ndị Britiko abịa ha bịa gbatushia ya like they did in Arochukwu. They left all these histories here. This original ship here, as I said, is still staying here over 100 years. Nwa bekee ndị Britiko abịa ha bịa gbatoshia ya. But ha bịara na Arochukwu lere ka anyị gbatoshia. Lere ihe niile wu heritage anyị, wu history anyị, ha ala ya n'iyi. But Ukia now has been existing for 100 years here. This is the real ship built for rescue. The Titanic is sinking. So this is the real picture here. Over 100 years, the history is still making wave. This place may generate thousands and millions of euros and pounds to the revenue here. Eba no Titanic. Look at the hotel. You see the hotel here. If you look at it here, it says Titanic on top of it. One of the hotels not very close. People lodged during the time where this ship will actually take it off. We have a very old building, very very old. You see it there. Things are not going. Thousands of people here. Everybody is coming here to get a glimpse of the history of Titanic. I watched this film of Titanic nearly 20 years ago. Never believed in my life that Namga Abiana, the ground zero of this Titanic, where it was built in the first time and where it was taken off from. So can you take on the side of this? Okay. So here our actual shape and the actual height. The actual shape and actual height. Titanic cable before you power into the ocean. So from here, she take it off. From Eba, she put it this side, and now here we're go through. And I draw you with almost the same temperature of the sea the day ocean. The same temperature, the actual temperature. On your guy they add this thing, make it look like actual, ship indeed. So a lot of people are inside here. Anya wala na eri na anu. Maka obodo a hazigo onwe ha. Ejie na akpara ego. Ndị isi ojii ka na-efilu n'ụwa na-emebi taa na echi. Aka ji this ihe a sand ebe anyị isi. Doko ụwa ọ ga-emebi taa na echi. Lekwa ha ebe arụrụ repikla. Ndị a na-ahazi ihe ọ dịghị ka ndị na-eche n'ụwa na-emebi taa na echi. Ha sị na ndị ebe anyị si na earthly things. Ha were Bible gburugburu. You cannot go. There's no tomorrow. Look at history here. A little history can in the church is busy. Now get demolished. Anything we hate our heritage. Our heritage. Huh? Our heritage. So now this is the northern part. The northern part of the ship. The north. That's the northern part of the ship. And now this is the western part of the ship. The west part of the ship, you can see it here. You see it, that's the west part of the ship. Then I will go to the south of the ship. I'm going around here. Look at how massive this structure is. Look at it. So here na Aguno Wukobodoshi Hajonwaha. The ground zero of Titanic. Lehene Kunimie. Ota ime the real Titanic hede. Me panye baronia. Here was exactly how inside was, but on a longer scale. You can see the anchor, Oteji Ngosia here. Do you see historic voyage? So that is it here. If you go inside, you can see the Titanic store. Let me zoom it a little bit so that you will see what I'm talking about. Do you see it? Titanic store. This is the way they have it in a real life. Baronia over 100 years ago, or closely 100 years ago. So now, here just in a very short time. So this video will not last anything less than 10 or 15 minutes. So I don't want to make it too big. So call this easy watch. Alright. I try to maybe alive here today. I'm on a transit here. I'm on a transit here. So my second drop or here, check it. You know, I want a second view on this. So I'm on a transit here. So I will be also going to another area. So this is the north. Is it? This is the north. Actually, I was given a very misquoting information. Okay, this is the north. The other one is the southeast. So this is the north here, the north part of the structure. The other side is the west. The other one is the east, and the other side is the south. Okay, so this is the north. The north, the south will be there, the east will be there, the west will be there, and then the east will be there. So now, this is how big this structure. I've been going right around of it. Go right around of it. So this is the ground zero of the Titanic. In case some of you do not know what I'm talking about here, we are bringing in history to Ndebanya. Kahamana na the world they move go on. On one hand, lazy Africa. You know, hatred on energy, religion, energy, you know, division, energy destroy Unuma. Tinyu in loggerhead or Diha Hana Chime in Mali and Libya, Mali. Or Niger. So ununa log hane wemmano and our supply you go there back and then this is almost the history. 1821. I can't see the reading here. Oh, the glass had to go cracked up. So I can't properly read what is inside. So to let you know, maybe the time the ship was they started gathering it, and then 1930 maybe when because it's a massive structure. Look at it here. It's a massive structure. So maybe when they completed it, you know, that's maybe the information here. So this is the map. Let me see what it says here. 2 centuries of Queen's Island, you know, catastrophe in Belfast. So the ship building and the map making. So this is the way it looks. So this is the size of this ship here. Exactly the replica. Now let me tell you, from here, from maybe in Elanya, we're bound on the ship, and Eba Keshi drag from Eba Keshi drag Panyewe into the ocean, about take it off. It is a load with the end match. You got to go. Eba can be the Eba Keshi drag Biawa this side. You got to go. Biawa this side, able business load with the, you know, passengers. So Ilanya Higa rails. Eji drag into the ocean. Ilanya here because it's very massive. We need only 2 rails. You need 2 sides of rails. Lay this side here. Lay this side. Lay it there. And lay this one here. So eba keshi boria. Bia here. Okay? Boria until you into ocean. So ega here. Ega neba now. I'm gonna go see a very short video of diagram of the ship, how big are they. So now because people do not know that na this is the list of the names who died. You know, these are the lists of the names. Mande know the ship, Mande made the ship. These are the names, you can see it. Hundreds of names, list of names. Look at it. There were the memorial, you know, headstone, if you like. There were their name, and they got the other one. Could establish the other one. So the establish the other one, and in no distance time, so I'm gonna summarize this because I would like this thing to upload. So in no distance time, let me just. So now this is also a part of the rail. She drag the ship into the ocean there. You can see other ships lying there, docking over there. And this is also the number of people this ship will contain is so massive that even the list here, the list on this one is not enough. Headstone there is not enough to fill in the names, so they have to take a part of this side as well. Here we're betting a list of names of Undemunona ship. It's a heavy disaster, massive heavy disaster. So the world have ever seen since then. I don't think name will go this type of disaster since after that first one. So in a line here where she separated the ship, you know the space or cover. The space or cover. She separated the ocean here. So they need up to 2 rails. You drag there, one station there and one there. So now a guy here, I won't go too far, so I will end it here because that will make the video a bit long. Ngano here, so the real diagram of the ship, the first class, second class, and the third class. I don't have much time to go over this. You see the diagram? Look at it here. This is the pure diagram of the Titanic. If you get an here, if you get here, diagram, the real diagram, look at it. It goes until the end of the Madonna Noche. See, it's a huge, massive ship, very massive. I know now I'm gonna go ship, some queen ship, I don't go carry the Titanic in this recent time. And we'll go ship in down Caribbean, but at that time it's the biggest ship, I don't know, that sailed into the ocean, that consumed thousands and lives of people. So I'm happier here. Okay, I'm happier here. I think I'm going to the world that she may move on. And thereby need return on. Any day your own time is finished. When Jesus and Abian and we get ball naga, the generation continues. Maybe when can wear the incarnation of mad hello, which in thereby believe. I'm not against it because in thereby I believe in Nana low. I believe in me. I don't want to condemn it. So I only believe in Jesus will keep it on. Then again here was the Gima. This is an thereby and hello. But how say there is how the Bible worry that reincarnation is a false information, but Jesus is reincarnated. So because I'm running out of battery, so I'm gonna quickly end this video from here because we've been traveling for the last 2 days or a day like this. So and battery run go off. So this is the actual size of the ship and the actual height of it. You can see how Otoji covered this rail here. Eji drag Banyezi into the ocean over there. Into the ocean. So I'm going to go back and generate. Landing in this top decking. Maybe in the real life of the ship, they will call it either first or second class. If you now watch it from there, do you see people now watch it from there? Do you see people watching up from there? So that is how people were sitting on top of the ship that very fateful day, now watching the nature of the sea before that situation occurred that consumed hundreds and lives of the people. So I will leave it here. Nobody get her. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be released, and on this day I will said, may Chukwu Gabiama continue to bless Biafra so that we will restore our country and rewrite the history and the false information they peddled against Biafra. May Chukwu Gabiama bless all of you. From the ground zero of the Titanic in Northern Ireland called Belfast. Thank you very much and remember bless.